What game has made you who you are today?
What game has made me who I am today? I think I think because I was able to start gaming at such an early age. I mean, 4 or 5, somewhere in that space. Pac-Man, Pong, Pinball, Atari 2600. I gamed on a Tandy for a little bit there. A 286, a 386. And I never could afford Amiga, but I grew up in this space. So I think maybe I'll flip it a little bit. It's not a game in particular, but it's gaming experiences. So for instance, right, like when I first played when I played Pitfall on the Atari 2600, grabbing a vine and swinging over the alligators, the crocodiles, like, and not getting eaten, like that exploded my brain when I was a kid. I got to be in it, like it was all, back then you only had so many pixels, so you had to like imagine on top of it all, right? Getting to play Space Invaders and things like this. These interactive experiences were core to me realizing that I could be like playing Defender and so many games. I mean, my whole life has been so many games, but that the magic of interactivity and the fact that you can, like, when you get lost in a great book or a movie, you have this thing where time kind of warps and you just fall into it and you're nowhere else other than being fully focused and present in that experience. And games have been this place where, even though things have been not always great for me in my life and around me and my relationships and my family, like there's a lot of just, I didn't grow up with a perfect world. Not anyone really does. You don't leave home when you're 15 because you're the most happiest person on the planet. But gaming is this bridge for me where it's my go-to. It's this place that I feel I can recharge my batteries, where I can relax. I can get lost in these, I like to call them like flavors, right? Like I switch between different types of games based on the kind of flavor of experience I want. So I find myself taking a lot of these experiences, and essentially what I'm doing, right, is like, for instance, when I played Zelda on the Nintendo, the NES, I was very fortunate that I had a mother who was ahead of her time. She was into like recording movies on VHS, and she had a VHS collection, a videotape collection. That's how we did it back in the day, right? She almost bought a Betamax. Like, I remember The Thing, right? Like, she would talk about technology. She was interested in tech. She was a techie long before it was appropriate for women to be techies. Not that it wasn't always the case, but she had to buck the trend, right? And she was the reason why I got to discover video games in a lot of ways. Also, my dad, I got it from both sides. My dad realized it was kind of the new hotness, and we had opportunities, and they were kind enough to allow me to buy video game systems for me. I had to work my ass off for them, but I got to do it. Going out to rake yards across the neighborhood so I could save up like $60 to get a game before you couldn't even rent games at that point, right? So my mom discovered Zelda, and she had lots of games on the NES. And I remember, one night, blurry-eyed, I was 6, 7, somewhere in there. I was really young. I wake up, and then like 2 o'clock in the morning type of thing, and I go to use the bathroom, and I shuffle out of the bathroom, and I'm on my way back to my bed, and I look over into the front room, and my mom, it's like 2 o'clock in the morning. Gamers love quiet. I love when the world is asleep and I'm awake, enjoying something that feels so special and personal. And she's playing games, and she's like, "Hey, come over, come sit with me and play." And we would play together. And I had these moments with my mom, and they were the moments that we got to find over this new medium. Really, it was a brand new thing almost in that respect. And it was beautiful. So it wasn't any one particular game. It was this love that I developed very early on, and the special time I got to spend with my mom. My dad didn't have it as much on his side. He had other things he was into, but that really cut it for me. That really brought it, I think, full sail to me with what has crafted myself as a human being.